Dan Bongino.
So let me just say, I'm not here to make friends. I was never here to make friends. If you're on this show thinking, oh, Dan, you really should be nice to people, even the dipsticks, it's the wrong show.
This is Dan Bongino. He is best known for being a former Secret Service agent turned Fox News host turned fired Fox News host because Fox News decided to hire Paul Ryan and immediately pursue in the name of hashtag science how far Paul Ryan could be inserted into the anus of Fox News. About 6.5 Shapiros. Bongino lost his spot on 2 Fox News programs, Unfiltered with Dan Bongino, which was filtered, and Canceled in the USA, which was canceled. Bongino now hosts The Dan Bongino Show, where he finally has the freedom to pursue the right angles, as seen in the 90-degree rotation of the logo, the 180-degree rotation of the flag on his shirt, and of course, the overall shape of his head. This hard-edged 90-degree motif appears in the Dan Bongino brand because Dan Bongino is a genetic throwback to an era where a man's survival was predicated not on his ability to finesse women or cunningly usurp kings, but on the number of times he could smash his face into a cave bear and still have enough teeth left to eat its raw corpse. And but a glance at Dan Bongino's supraorbital ridge is enough to know that Dan Bongino, whose name means good earth, could headbutt any given bear like a woodpecker on meth and still have enough eyeball left to properly aim his victorious roar at the nearest prominent celestial object. Dan Bongino has headbutt safety goggles built into his face. This is not a man you cross, especially when he throws you a bone. Metaphorical or literal, but that's exactly what fellow former Fox News host and current Mom's Basement podcaster Bill O'Reilly chose to do after, quote, constantly begging to appear as a guest on Bongino's nationally syndicated show. O'Reilly called Bongino a, quote, fanatic after Bongino criticized Democrats for allowing non-citizens to vote in the upcoming U.S. presidential election.
There are fanatics on the right. Go.
But the Democrats were very tactical, folks. They're not stupid. They understand that it doesn't matter if these illegals vote or not. It does. I mean, it's terrible. Obviously, if they do, they broke the law.
All right. All Democrats do not want illegal aliens to vote. Now, the far left does, but he didn't define it that way. He said the Democrats, no. If you were to believe that, then every Democrat in the country is fostering law breaking because it's illegal to vote if you're not a U.S. citizen. Everyone. No, it's not true. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.
So in short, Bill O'Reilly, who has been crafting propaganda for the system longer than Kim Jong-un, does what boomer propagandists do and takes a tiny out-of-context clip where Bongino is clearly referring to Democrat politicians.
But the Democrats were very tactical. But the Democrats
just goes ahead and changes the Democrats to all Democrats to set up a straw man.
All right, all Democrats starts
dunking on the straw man he just set up, only to realize 2 seconds into his own propaganda that the word was the and not all.
He said the Democrats, No.
Then just rolls with it because Cialis doesn't pay for itself. Forgetting all the while that he, Bill O'Reilly, is a geriatric lanklet whose aristocratic ancestors fought with words, and the target of his tweenage girl-level spite is Dan Bongino, whose ancestors only stopped headbutting bears until they looked like cartel victims when Rome popped up and said, hey, we need some guys to go explore everywhere in the known universe and kill everyone you find there. Which is probably why Dan Bongino looks like he's going to do exactly what he's going to do. End Bill O'Reilly's career.
So I'm just going to say out front, fuck Bill O'Reilly. Fuck Bill O'Reilly. I know you're watching, so fuck you, Bill O'Reilly. Are we good? And I'll explain to you why Bill should go fuck himself. We haven't even done the pre. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you don't like language, you got to tune out of today's show. So fuck Bill O'Reilly. And it's something I've warned you about the entire time. It's not the cutesy time show, folks. I don't know how many times I got to tell people this. You don't have to be here. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying that the show's not for everyone. I'm not here for the money. I don't need the money, okay? I'm here because I want to change the direction of the country, and I think we have a good path to do it. But I'm not here to make friends with anybody. I'm not. I love you guys, the audience, but I don't give a shit about anyone in this conservative ecosystem that's faking the funk in order to steal your money and time. So something happened yesterday, and the only reason I'm going to address it instead of ignoring this piece of shit is because I've warned you about this for a long time, and a lot of you are like, well, start naming names. And I try not to. You know why? Because a lot of it's counterproductive. But you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe it is time to name names. So Bill O'Reilly, number one. I'll show you why. And he's just one of, by the way, hundreds of people out there who I'm telling you don't believe a damn thing they're saying. One of my buddies texted me. He goes, hey, did you see this 6 foot tall plus piece of shit O'Reilly going after you on the show? I go, Bill O'Reilly? I said, the douchebag, the guy with all those issues. And so I said, he's still around? He's like, yeah, he's still around. He does like a show. I said, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know. So I said, he's the same guy who's always kissing my ass to get on my show to sell his books. And they're like, yeah, same guy. I'm like, same guy? That same guy. Okay. I'm like, well, what do you say? He says, so he sends me this clip. You guys got the clip? He sends me this clip of Bill O'Reilly in the show. Keep in mind, this guy kisses our ass all the time to come on my show to sell his books and like that. And Bill O'Reilly has decided that me challenging the Democrats about their support of voter fraud, he thinks I'm a fanatic. Fanatic? Where'd you get that word from? I didn't. It's his. Here, take a look.
There are fanatics on the right. Go.
But the Democrats were very tactical, folks. They're not stupid. They understand that it doesn't matter if these illegals vote or not. It does. I mean, it's terrible. Obviously, if they do, they broke the law.
All right. All Democrats do not want illegal aliens to vote. Now, the far left does, but he didn't define it that way. He said the Democrats, no.
Okay, so let me say again. F you, Bill O'Reilly, you lying sack of shit. You're a chump, and you're obviously a pussy, too. I hate Bill O'Reilly. I always have. He's a douchebag. I used to do his show once in a while at Fox, and you would sit there at this little desk, and because he was such a dick and everybody hated him, no, everybody hated him. Just about. Maybe there were a few people like, did you notice when Bill O'Reilly got into that shit? I'm not going to even talk about it because it's pretty gross. Did you notice nobody defended him? Didn't you think that was weird? That Bill O'Reilly was let go. And by the way, he's let go and he's had a career ever since because nobody gave a about Bill O'Reilly because he's a chump. And he doesn't believe anything he tells you, right? Bill O'Reilly's a chump. You're going to call me a fanatic. Now, you may say, well, why haven't you said this in the past? Fair question. But the reason I don't name names in the past is I don't want to make it personal, okay? I may not like Bill O'Reilly personally, and I don't because he's a dick and a coward, and he always has been. But here's the thing. If Bill O'Reilly was saying things that benefit conservatism, I let it go. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to let you in on a little secret, okay? There are a lot of dicks in this movement. A lot. There's one specific who's probably the biggest dick you've ever met ever, but I'm going to tell you something. He is really, really good for conservatism. He advances conservative causes. He does a lot of good stuff. So I leave it alone because I don't want to date the guy. I don't want to marry the freaking guy. What do I give a shit? All I care about is he advances conservatism. But if you are going to go out and now start attacking us for calling out Democrats for wanting illegals to vote and calling me a fanatic when you kiss my ass to get on my show, you can go yourself, you pussy. You understand? You got something to say to me, you 6 foot tall plus piece of shit? Say it to my face. Chump. Piece of shit. You're listening to this guy, you're being played. Here's the real Bill O'Reilly, too. You want to see his tweet on January 6th? This is a couple days later. He had time to think about this. At Bill O'Reilly, douchebag. President Trump's failure to tamp down the angry protesters. You mean by telling them to march peacefully and patriotically, you dumb f***? President Trump's failure to tamp down the angry protesters supporting him in Washington has destroyed his legacy. Oh, yeah, it really has. It's only up in every swing state, you moron. Now, let's listen to this next part. This is Bill O'Reilly. Our divided nation turns to you, Joe Biden. Diffuse it as best you can. Don't f*** with me, bro. You f*** around, you're going to find out. Go have a few beers with some of the makeup people and other people at Fox. Find out what a dick this guy was to people. And Bill, let me tell you something, because I know you're watching, you piece of shit. You have no idea. I'm not going to name names because I'm not a dick like you. You started something you can't tamp down, because I actually have an audience and you don't, because you're a dick. You have any idea how many people texted me this morning? Nail that motherfucker to the wall. They hate you. Nobody likes you. You're an asshole. You've always been an asshole. And we're doing it live.
That's it for today. I'm John Ward, and until next time, remember, you're a world champion. Don't let your memes be dreams.